Do you know how hard it is to train the brain? I need you to give this some thought, okay? Like, full in, give this some thought. It takes at least 4 weeks for neurological, that means just your brain picking up on what you wanted to do, okay? 4 weeks. That's just for the brain to pick up on it. That's not even to actually show physiological strength. That would be more neurological, as the research shows, is where, that's our strength. That's our when we can train our brain, right? This whole endless do you know it took me all month. See, and in 2025, we have all heard about, if not, my phone has heard about this. Oh, I am going to mentally heal. We haven't revisited back for a while. Okay. So in 2025, I realized that I myself did not get through like shit by myself. Nope. I realized that there was, holy cow, another calling, another purpose. If you want to talk to me about all the connections, oh my gosh, it's like one of my favorite things to talk about. That's my good friend Jenny. She is said, and I totally am with her on this. Her little voice always appears in my head. There's a lot of voices that appear in my head. And she said, "Oh my gosh, let's talk about Jesus." Like one of my favorite things. Okay, so she's been like, they gave me the resources to do my own little research, and as a scientist, I super appreciate this space because one, you have to do it on your own time, your own choices, your own um that's you. That's all you. I've said that. You do you, boo boo. But you need to know who you do it for. I'm going to leave you on that note. Let me tell you, 2025 in June sucked. June was hard because June comes after May, and May is always hard. May wasn't as hard this year, um, because of an enlightening process. However, that did not make it less hard. It was better because the outcome outweighed the turmoil, right? I feel like that's how life is. If whatever the outcome is outweighs what we put in, it's worth it, right? But what about if it's not actually a material thing or something that can be defined by math? Is it defined by faith? Whether it's the faith in yourself, faith in the wellness model, faith in God, faith in your family, faith in your friends. These are all qualities that we have got to surround ourselves with. I am at the worst of the worst right now in regards to consistency. It is so hard. So in June, I said, Lord, thank you for this opportunity, because it's what it is, an opportunity to understand my children, to understand my youth. Okay. I then realized in doing so that I needed to retrain my children. Yeah. I needed to we did. And I think that they are seeing it too. Why, the importance of why we need to retrain. Um, whether it's because of habits, because of comfort, um, how we look at things. But a routine, guys, is vital for a child. Developmental wise, go talk to any teacher because that's who you need to be talking to is the teachers, the ones that their whole education is about providing guidance for our youth. So when I talk to teachers and coaches and things like that, it is just so enlightening, about the amount of work that they put in throughout the whole school semester or in semesters to make sure our children they put work in. And the fact that my children right now are just taking so advantage of they're not using these skills and resources that their teachers developed them with. And I am trying, and it is frustrating because every time, and I am at home with them, they're tricky little things. What do they do? What did mine do? Picked up their device. I'm okay if you pick up your device. I'm okay with that. I'm not okay with you picking up your device to fill your mind with garbage. Talk to yourself. Do what I do. I don't really care, but use your brain to think. Thank you. To move, to use that glorious brain, my children. All of my children, because I have so many children. I've been running into a lot of cool people, people that I would have not been able to meet prior to. See, I'm seeing a model of implementation of a warrior of all levels. And there are people that have already been developing this model, that have already been there, done that. Oh my gosh, Siri, I got it. This does not look like a highway. Anyways, I had the opportunity, thanks to RevTev. I don't know if that is even, I don't think that is politically correct. I don't really know. But to me, a reverend, and this might just be my Kelly's making up her own stuff because it makes sense. A reverend guides and embodies Christ, however that is, right? Rev Tech. See, yeah, he even gave me a way of thinking about myself that I hadn't really thought about. See, here's the thing. When you're a survivor, guys, when you're a survivor, you just survive. It's just what you've always done. So, but you guys, I think you gotta appreciate it. See, my friends and my family have told me, hey, Kelly, you need to appreciate. And and I did, and I have, and it's glorious. But I knew there was a certain way to share it. And then in doing this, developed into a model. And into this, developed into a process. And into this, developed into more research. This is an ongoing thing. This is my career. This is God's path. There's been many parts of my career, even outside of Springfield, those experiences, those connections, they lead to a greater purpose. They lead to passion because you want to get involved in things that you like, right? That's why we pick our occupation. That's why most kids want to get into being their sport because it's something they like. They just don't know other occupations that still are in the sports world. So they want to say, I want to be an NBA player. I want to be an MLB player. And as much, guys, you will not hear me strike down anyone's goals and aspirations. You will not. You will not. But in order to be that person, to have that strength, that desire, that athlete mentality, at a young age, you have to show you want it for you and no one else but you. But why? I recall a year ago having this exact conversation with an eighth grader, going to be in eighth grade. He is going in to be a freshman, I believe, or maybe he's a sophomore now. Uh, either way, either way. Oh yeah, he's going to be a freshman. We looked, and I remember talking to him, and I said, he's like, I want to be the best. I said, why? He goes, because I just want to be the best. Why? Because that's what I do. I've got to be the best at everything. And I said, and I remember saying this to him. I remember saying, it's not about what it does for you. And when you remember that, when you hold strong to that, that is when life truly will change. It is inevitable that we are on this earth. Our feet are on the ground every day. If you can stand, be blessed. There are some people that cannot stand. Okay. If you can reach down and pick up your foot, be proud of that. If that is something that was hard for you to do last week and you can do it this week, be proud of that. If you shaved a tenth of your a second time off of whatever PR you're shooting for, no matter what sport, no matter what is your passion, your life, your team, whatever it is, guys, for who? Because I don't truly believe you will know who you are personally if you don't see others around you. If you only see yourself, you're not seeing the world because you're only looking through it your eyes, only through your perspective. Now, I have met some really cool people today, and I'm going to talk about it. And apparently, I am going the yeah, the back roads. This is the Resto Gusto way, where we just take in the windmills. How many windmills are in this area? Huh, they're very pretty. Have you ever stopped and just looked at a windmill? How cool it is? How cool nature is providing that that wind. I mean, it's just the coolest thing. If you're focused on you, if you're focused on your phone, if you're focused on social media, if you're focused on this, blah, 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 blah. Sometimes we forget to look up. You got to. And I say that with passion and I say that with heart because I myself forgot. For myself forgot how to live. I was living, but I forgot how to live. There is a difference. And I would be happy to discuss that. But for now, I am discussing these cool people I met today. Oh my gosh. Let me tell you, it came at a really, really, really needed time because in my business model, it continues to, in my opinion, crumble. It is not strong because there's not consistency by me. See, it sucks when you self-evaluate and reevaluate. But so then I evaluate on myself, right? Because that's important. The feeling of letting down someone is probably one of the hardest feelings for me to overcome. I don't know why. I think, as my sister has previously stated, that there are a lot of psych issues that occur within a child's development, and they see different things. And to understand and to identify at an early age is vital. If we connect to all the models, even better. But um, I met Rev Kev, got me an opportunity. Yay, yay. First of all, I went to Illinois College, beautiful campus, absolutely gorgeous. And the first thing I think of is, oh my gosh, is this IC? Is this ICC? Is this is where I know many people that have gone on this campus. It's gorgeous. It's beautiful. Um, but it was a trickle of moments of thought. And it to see the pieces connect is kind of cool within a year. I can't explain it, and I won't. If you want to ask questions, please. See, I felt like I had to explain everything. That's why I started this. Well, I think I first started it for my own healing, and it has evolved into something that is wise perspective, not necessarily right or wrong, just depends on what frame of mind I was in. My emotional standpoint has not been consistent, but it's understandable. See, when you have gone through a loss, uh, it's hard to lose sight. See, or no, it's easy to like lose sight. It's hard to lock in. So my mentality, lock in, level up. We have to lock in our mind to level up anything we do. Level up the wellness model, level up our physical health, level up our spiritual health, our social health, our occupational health, whatever, because there's health in all of those. And within that is science. And there's many different variables. Scientists are very fun to talk to. I love to talk. Some things have come easy, something has come hard. But letting someone down or understanding. that you are failing. It's never easy. Do we hang our head? No. We reevaluate, rethink, we ponder. However, you still have to trust the process. You still have to give time for things to grow. You still have to give your brain time to wrap its in your head around a concept. This has been very difficult in 2025, but I am learning that this is life for now. And we pull in our experiences, our connections, our people, however that is, whether it's through a smile given through Facebook or a snap or an Instagram or anything like that. It's a love. It's a love. It's not being scared of someone else's thoughts or opinions. If you truly come with your heart, if you truly know where your heart lies, that's up to you. That's a choice. Do as you do. Your actions can reflect more than you will ever know in ways you may not be able to see, but they matter, you know? So all this reflecting, all this mindfulness. So whenever I sat next to um uh oh my gosh, two initials, DP. I need to figure out his whole name first of all, what DP stands for. Thank you. Thank you, sir. Um, he is the coolest guy. Coolest guy. I could sit and talk to him. He is like, you know what he is? He is like the mama tour of Bulldog Camp, but in this FCA world. I'm telling you guys, there are people all around. And here's the thing, you will always find me picking the brain of someone older. Always. I will ask questions. I will not be afraid to ask a stupid question because to them, oh my gosh, someone's talking to you. They understand. Their knowledge is priceless. They want to share. Let them get your freaking head out of your phone. Go to your next door neighbor and help them pick weeds. Go to your next door neighbor, maybe down the street that you see struggling, or maybe not even struggling, that's just looking up and waving at you. Wave back. They're looking. I'm not perfect. No, 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 no. I myself find myself all the time having to correct myself, being like, "Woo-saw, Kelly. Woo-saw the hell heck up." You know, we gotta pull it together. This is mental strength. That's mental strength. Okay, these are processes. I'm teaching my children that, and hopefully one of these days they'll hear this too. He had the coolest stories, experiences, uh, talking, college, ah, la, la. It is so cool to hear other people stuff. I myself have really cool experiences as well. So whenever I can even be reminded of those cool experiences from new experiences that I'm hearing about from people's other experiences, you guys got to understand how happy I am from just hearing that. Wrap it around. Wrap your brain around that. See, I started writing because I was afraid to talk. Then my words came so easily when I opened my heart, my mind, my true self without fear. Now, is it still stuck on my phone? 100%, but we will get there. There is no doubt in my mind. But I will continue to live life and document this because this is worth documenting. If this means that this is my discipleship of how our newer age keeps track of different things and how scriptures matter and how the word does lead to different trains of thought, which lead us to different neurological pathways. I need you to wrap the science aspect. I need you to understand the science behind it because if you don't understand the science behind it, then you will never truly embark on a wellness model. The wellness model can be difficult. The rehab process, just of the physical component itself, is difficult. To teach someone about the human body to rehab their own joint independently following trauma is a gift. To know what exercises, that is a profession, that is a skill. To understand what 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 eccentric, concentric, how to apply it to the physics, torque demand. This science, and yes, this is physical therapy. It's not just long arc quads and oh here. No, your therapist is very smart. Now, are they in a model that it's broken? 100%. Are they forced to do documentation for insurance's approval of their visit, despite knowing more science behind literally the index finger going to the typing key than they do in writing the notes that you need to know? But yet you decipher who gets care. The model is broken. The wellness model is broken. Is there a way to fix it? Yes, there is. There is. I'm seeing that. It'll take a team. It'll take a force. It'll take warriors willing to step outside of their comfort zone. It'll take athletes raising athletes to raise athletes to be an athlete. I am learning what that is to be an athlete from a holistic standpoint because that is my goal, is to understand how to teach an athlete, how to be a total athlete. It is possible, but it is scientific. And it required me to branch out and walk a path uncertain still to me to this day. But then I meet people like DP. and I go through training with other people in search of same goals, same aspirations, no matter if it's in a clinical model, if it's in a sports model, if it's in a performance model, no matter what model it is, we're all on the same team, guys. We're all on the same team. I am not an athletic trainer. I am not a personal trainer. I am not a strength and conditioning specialist. And although I am a physical therapist, I am not even saying I am a physical therapist right now. Do I have traits of these? Is that does my little piece of paper that came from my college that called me a doctor? Did I go through a doctorate dissertation? Did I go through a research? Did I go through years of school? Did I go through oh, hard, hard? Yes, I did. And I get to say I earned that degree. I earned my degree 100%. My doctorate degree, I earned that 100%. Now, how I use it going forward is now up to me. And I want to do it in a way that I have discovered, in a way that I see. I took injury prevention and I ran with it because that's something that I was passionate about. You know, you always want to go with the things that you're super passionate about, but when you're passionate about it, you still have to have a system. You can't just go off of your Kelly Lim. You still have to have a system. I'm working on this system, and it is very frustrating. It is. But then I just meet cool people that have the same model that I can build off of so that I can understand, so I can really embody what this is all about. Because I still do not know. But I have faith. People say it's cool. I'm glad it's cool. It's been really freaking hard. It's been really hard. Oh my gosh. Um, but in this, I also met in coolest thing ever, in my opinion. And I get to say that because it is my opinion on here. Um, I met the Ron Riggle. Are you ready for this? The Ron Riggle, like same demeanor, same khaki shorts, same hand gestures. If you are a Lincoln Land like logger of any sort, or no, anyway, baseball world, yay, 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 baseball, woo. Listen, but you know how Ron talks, a bull gets about baseball? You know that Bull. I mean, his name's Bull for a reason. You don't get a nickname Bull if you don't come out of the bullpen like a bull. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, those people just get that. Boom. Got it? Okay. I met the Ron Riggle. Like, I don't even know what you want to call what I'm doing of a Christ mission of the missionary Christ athlete world. It is the coolest thing. I could not stop smiling. Oh my gosh. His demeanor, everything, his passion. Oh, it was so cool. So cool to see and to learn how to cheer these kids on in Christ's name and ways. And oh my gosh. to see that and to remember my coach, my mentor. Oh, that in itself, so cool. Then I'm home and reality sets in that I'm going to have to choose. I'm going to have to choose a path.